I'm Samara, coming to you as your trusted hairstylist and hair guide, and also coming to you with a wonderful new conversation series that I have started in preparation for my return to the salon this fall. I have started a conversation series called Comb Chronicles that details my hair journey starting from the beginning. But back to this salon. Rooted in Dallas is a luxury hair and scalp retreat, also known as a head spa. It will be located in South Lake, Texas, featuring a 10-step luxury shampoo process with lots of perks that go well beyond the shampoo bowl. So please follow us on social media to keep up with all the updates. Our website will be coming soon, Rooted in Dallas, ROOTINDALLAS. Now, back to our conversation series. I've been doing hair since elementary school, and I wanted to highlight the stories that have helped shaped me along the way. Every salon is complete with lots of salon stories. We all know the deal, and my salon was definitely um, one of those that fit the category. So, all the way from my childhood bedroom to my parents' basement to college dorms to professional world. I've had the utmost pleasure of having family, friends, and clients along the way. And I want to take this time to share the stories and connect with those individuals. And I'm really excited because this is the first installment of these series, and we're starting in elementary school. So, to start in elementary school, we got to bring it all the way back. So, today I have a guest that is near and dear to my heart, a guest that can help tell the story of how I started doing hair and give you guys a little insight on how this ponytail became to be the ponytail. So, without further ado, I would love to bring my mommy to the stage, Mama Sandra Lee Garth.
Hey, baby.
Hi, mommy.
Love you.
Love you too, mommy. So before we get started, I just got to share a little bit about Mama. Everybody know Mama because we had all our friends over to the house. Our parents were the parents who did the family cookouts, family dinners, and all that. So everybody knows that Mama cooks. Everybody knew that Mama bakes. Everybody knows about cake toppings. A lot of the reason that I am here today as a cookie artist, as a baker, having a love for food, culinary, and all of the above is because of my mommy. The interesting thing is, I've already recorded to date 7 other conversations. And the way these conversations will be shared will definitely be out of order of how they have been recorded. So know that your name has been invoked in almost every conversation thus far. Everyone coming over to the house and getting cake toppings. Everybody knows that they could come over and get treats, eats, fun. I keep hearing fun. I keep hearing food. So
Aw.
if nothing else, fun and food. And I just want to thank you for being a wonderful mother. Mama always did up everything for every holiday. I remember being little, rushing home, even from Valentine's Day. We all had our own little individual brown bags. And I know without a doubt that is where I get my love of hosting. That's where I get my love of giving and gift giving and celebration. So I want to thank you for that because that is a wonderful something to share and pass along. It means the same thing, share. And I know that other people have benefited because of that you have instilled in me. So I want to thank you for that, Mama.
Oh, you are very welcome, baby. It has been the honor of my life to be your mama and all the things that you have taught me and doing my hair. Honey, that's like one of the greatest gifts ever. Yes, she can do hair. Yes. I don't have to do it anymore. So and it was fun having all your friends there, the house with you with 5 kids. There was 5 different sets of friends, and it's
Yeah.
sometimes all the friends of all the kids were there at the same time.
Yeah.
And a lot of times everybody was hungry. So there was always something. I didn't mind feeding your friends, the neighborhood. It was fun. And with all your friends being there, all the kids' friends there, that meant mom and dad didn't have to worry so much about, okay, where are the kids? What are they doing? We know where they are. And we always wanted to make that space for you from the bedroom to the basement and wherever else that you felt like you wanted to do hair. Um, it was it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Now I don't have anybody to give cake toppings to, so
I'm sure you can find someone. I'm sure. Something tells me. We'll talk about it later.
no.
I'm just kidding. Um, so with that being, that was one of the questions I had. I remember being told I had to take the operation downstairs because it got a little overwhelming in the bedroom. So at what point did y'all say, okay, she needs to move this downstairs?
Because sometimes there'd be so many friends in the bedroom. Like, okay, some it's too crowded in there. It's too crowded, and you can't keep the youngins enclosed in a closed door environment and not expect them to make noise or to move around. So, for safety's sake, and for the sake of parents doing other things in the house, wanting to have a little peace and quiet while we were watching TV or whatever, let's just move that operation downstairs. Lots of room.
And
My
I was like,
grandson,
bet, good looking out.
yeah. And the basement was rough. That basement was rough when you started down there, but you made it work.
And the funny thing is I never look at it that way. I look at it as nothing but space, and it was perfect. I mean, I got to set it up. I put my little chairs out, my little waiting area, got the table for the dryer. I never saw it as rough. That would be the last thing I think anybody would describe it as. And that's,
It,
I mean, that's what we were used to.
and it worked. It worked.
Right.
It
Yeah.
worked perfectly. Well,
Um, so I tell this story. Well, I'll back it up first. What made you decide to relax my hair? I know I was natural. I would say up until about what, second grade?
yeah, about maybe third. Um,
Third?
it was. I felt it would be easier for me to handle,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot easier. Because you got a lot of hair, baby. You still got a lot of hair. That is a whole bunch of hair on that head, and it's
I'm a
absolutely
pony.
gorgeous,
I'm a pony.
absolutely
I'm a
perfect.
pony.
Brenda. And you you were always able to do your hair better than I could, a lot better than I could. Because and especially when it came to styling. Now the basics of washing, conditioning, um, that was learned. Cosmetology school taught you a lot, but you had have that natural artistic ability in you to see shape, form, and how to enhance it on a human form. And that's one of the greatest gifts you can have, baby.
Oh, thank you, Mama.
That's amazing. And for after all this time to come back to it again, and now you're coming back to it with a vengeance. Like, I ain't been nowhere. No, 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 no. Don't
Yeah.
get it twisted. I'm still here.
Yeah. And
And
with
it's
fun and
it,
new and just like we've
mhm,
earned this. As soon as I saw that shampoo bed, I was like, oh no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
back in the game with this. Yeah,
yeah,
all
that
the
would be
times we have spent bent over at the kitchen sink or
oh,
struggling, you got your babies in the tub. We deserve a luxury shampoo treatment. We do.
that bending over the sink. Yeah, that's not always fun.
Yeah.
Not fun at all. But I'm excited. I am
Yes.
very
Yes.
excited. It's gonna be fun.
So in telling the story of me coming to do my own hair, I tell the story, and I'm glad it will be in order, and I get to share it here with you first because it sounds a little bad, but it's not.
Thanks for the warning.
So I wanted to figure my hair out. Daddy used to press my hair. I got a pressing comb. This is
You
Exhibit
got
A. Now this I have the actual pressing comb, which was grandmama's. Daddy's mom. I
Oh,
have that. It's just somewhere
oh,
packed up. It is still in my possession.
oh,
Yes, the
wow.
actual. So that pressing comb has to be what? At least like from 1950s,
At
probably.
least,
At
at
least.
least.
I
Yeah,
I have now the wood is all burned up and whatnot. But
priceless.
um Daddy would like for me to wear my hair down in first grade. And I remember. And he would,
Did he push it up?
yeah, this is and somebody else did that in the recording. I said I wasn't the only one. And in the first grade, I wanted to look like all the other little girls. I wanted the ponytails with the braids.
In the
And
barrettes and all that
um,
kind of stuff. Huh?
yeah, because that was what the little girls looked like. And I would stuff a ponytail holder in my pocket, and I would like put it in a ponytail on the way to school, and I would cry. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I
oh.
would.
We,
Um,
I'm sorry. We
yeah,
had you look like you were going to a business meeting. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. It was. I love me some Diana Ross, and now I'll take all the volume and all the hair. But when I'm two, give me a ponytail and some birds. But
Okay.
now, fast forward not too long after that, I think I was in about the third grade, and it was like a Saturday, and I was playing at the dresser table, and I was like, I'm gonna do my hair like all the other girls. Um, and I think I had like three ponytails, one, two right here, and one back here, and I put the little balls on there. And you came in, you took one look at me, you said, "Oh, you look a mess."
Oh, I'm so. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I
Oh,
did, I
oh,
did.
I'm sorry. Oh, baby. Mama, sorry, honey.
But I still remember what that it wasn't me. Even then, it wasn't me. And then I'm going into other non-hair territory. I've always A part of my adult brain has always existed. A part of the adult me has always existed, even in a little kid's body. And I think that I want to say irritated, confused. It, it 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 was resistance I didn't know kind of what to do with. I remember being in kindergarten having thoughts that I would still have to this day as an adult, coming to conclusions that I would have had as an adult. But if I would have said that as a child, probably would have got in trouble. So there was just a part of me, maybe I'm wrong, that was just never that little girly kid, yes.
I would, yes, I would agree with that. I would
And it's
agree with
hard, and I'm not, but yeah, at any rate, yeah, oh well. But I figured it out. So I my goal was I gotta figure my hair out because something's not jiving here. Um and then there was there was an event at Thomas White, like the cakewalk or something like that. And they had breakout rooms and different
that. Yeah,
activities and stuff like
right.
that. Of course I signed up for the hair activity, and they were gonna choose somebody and give them a hair makeover. I'm like, bet my time is right now. Yes. So that's me definitely being a kid, being naive. They already had that planned out. They knew who they were going to pick.
Mhm.
I was hurt, hurt when they didn't pick me. I'm thinking, come on, can't you see I need some help? But they picked another young lady. She didn't need help. Um, but yeah, so that determined me to say, I gotta figure this hair thing out. And I just would stay in the mirror until I did. So that leads me to my next question. How did I talk you into cutting my hair or getting my hair cut when I was in the fifth grade? Because the first time I got my hair cut, I was in fifth grade. Short on top, long in the back. A
Mhm.
little mustache.
Yep.
That's
It wasn't a hard thing to talk me into because
yeah.
I knew I didn't have that, you know, part of style of hair in me. Cookies, cakes, pies, yeah, give me that. Hair, mm. I mean, if I couldn't do my hair to my satisfaction, I knew I couldn't handle all that hair you have. Your hair has been, yeah, that's a lot of hair, baby.
It's a lot of hair. Yeah.
And washing it,
It's a
I
lot for me to wash. It is. Woo. So I get it. Um, it's funny. It seems I remember getting bangs cut, I believe, in the fourth grade, but I'm also learning that bangs were the gateway, the gateway cut to a haircut. You talk your mama into bangs, hey, we're halfway there. We
Yep,
could
we're almost there.
just
Yep.
slide it on in there. So yeah. Um, what was it like getting your hair done growing up?
Ooh,
Oh
painful.
wow. I
It was
no,
pain.
I'm like that
It was
answers it.
painful emotionally, and a lot of times it was painful physically.
Hmm.
Them way back in the day, beauticians, um, they didn't play. Most of them were what I can determine now were menopausal, so they wasn't having it. And a little quote unquote nappy head girl just squirming and squirming and no, sit down, quit moving. Don't say nothing if your ear gets burned. Hold your ear, girl. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then trying to, listen to them and, hearing they're like, ooh, she said a bad word. Ooh. So it got to be like, okay, send me back because I want to hear what they're talking about. I felt like I was privy to some grown up activity. But the hairstyles were basic. Hot comb, of course, you straighten it. Marcel irons, curls, 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 curls. And they would either curl it and put it in a ponytail, which I didn't see a lot of use in that. Why waste the good curls in a ponytail? Or just either comb it all the way back or straight down. And I had the little bangs swoop to the side and a little flip on the ends a lot. The flip
Hmm.
on the ends, for some reason, I kind of like that one.
I like that too.
It was a little sassy. So I like that. But just being a child in a shop full of adult women on a Saturday morning, I couldn't wait to get home. And then you get home and it's summertime. And okay, I just got my hair done. And I'm going to go outside and play. That you are not going to sweat out that hair I just paid for.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So stay inside and read till girls fell out and I started sweating again. And when you start sweating, it's all over with. It is
Wow.
done. But it was like clockwork every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
I never realized that, Mama. I didn't know you went to the salon every 2 weeks. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yep. Yep.
Huh.
And then I started trying to do it myself, and I'm sure we'll get to that part of the conversation of what a disaster that was as well. But
Well, tell us. How old were you when you started doing it yourself?
I probably about 12, maybe 11 or 12. And let's see, we're getting into junior high then. And at that time, I was at a Catholic school. Pieces, they had these little pieces and they had clips attached to them. I think they probably still make them. They were all colors. And I would put this little blonde clip in my hair, but I didn't do it until I left the house. Put it in
No.
my little backpack or whatever in my pocket. And I put this clip in my hair, and I think it was fifth grade. So I'm sitting up in English class with Mr. Brito, fifth grade English teacher. He's Indian, like from India, Indian. And he had a cane, which is nowadays he'd have been put in jail. He had a cane that he kept in a big jar, for lack of a way to explain it, of vinegar because he said it made it snap better. So I'm sitting in class and I'm legs all across. I'm sitting sideways in the chair, got my little piece in my hair, and he said, Comeyer. Like, yes. And he had that cane in it right underneath. Like, okay.
Did you?
Right across my knee. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Right.
yeah. See, I can't take stories like these. I need a name and phone number after we done talking.
And then he
Think I'm
by that
playing.
time, he I, I don't know if he called the principal or she just happened to walk in at that time. Sister Barbara Ann. Oh, that was a
I
mean
remember
woman.
hearing about her. This ain't the first time I'd heard about Sister Barbara Ann.
Sister Barbara Ann. And honey, that clip went out of my hair in front of the whole class.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Kind of stuff that sticks with you for a while.
It does.
But then after years later with Mr. Brito, I'm working at Delta. Um, I'm a student of his again. And he ordered
Wow.
cakes from me and everything. Yep, yeah, that was a full circle moment.
Oh,
Absolutely a full
wow.
circle moment.
What was he teaching at Delta?
English.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
And and I got another Mr. Brito story. That I was just starting at Delta. We're down in the faculty lounge. Okay, I'm getting ready to start teaching, and I'm oh, Ellen was there, your aunt Ellen, and she was saying something about well, you can take classes and you can teach at the same time. You'll be good. And Mr. Brito said she's going to be good because I was her teacher. I'm like, why, thank you very much, Mr. Brito, appreciate it. But like I said, after we got to be colleagues, and it sounds so strange to say that somebody that was my useful teacher is now I'm a colleague with. But he was
Wow.
pretty nice. He'd order cakes for me and everything.
Oh, okay. So I'll call the troops off of Mr. Look, I'm what was his name?
Neville Brito.
Burrito. See, I was
Yeah.
about to call him Guido, Lord Jesus. Now I'm gonna call him Burrito.
That's so
It's burrito.
burrito, not burrito.
It's
B
no
R I Britto.
burrito.
Yeah,
Yeah,
burrito.
got it.
Mhm.
Mr. Burrito. Okay, Mr. Burrito. Got it. Ooh, that was tense. That was intense.
That was very intense. It was very embarrassing too.
It's interesting because almost everyone has hair trauma.
Mhm.
Black women.
Yeah.
There is a traumatic hair story, and a lot of black men somewhere along the way,
Mhm.
more so
My
women.
my hair didn't start being treated kindly and gently until you started doing
Oh, wow. Okay.
it. And right now, like I said, I'm com- it's not fair to the other stylists, but everybody's compared to you. And that's probably why I haven't found nobody that I like to do my hair now, because I'm comparing everybody to you. But you not only treated my hair with kindness and compassion and me, but you did the same thing to everybody's hair that you've done. Always, 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 always. And that's why everybody keeps coming back.